Now, the other thing that you're going to need to know is figure out if it's a function from a graph. So there is some kind of graph, and it's like a relation. For each x, there is some y. But is there a situation that for one x, there are two different y's? If that happens, it's not a function. So what I want you to think about is I want you to try to draw, it's called a vertical line test that we're talking about right now. Okay, so it's called vertical line test. And why is it called vertical line? Because you got to take a vertical line, okay? So take a vertical line, draw it, okay? And see how many points does it intersect with the graph, okay? So I can see that there is a point right here where the two intersect, but it's only one point. So what about if I draw another vertical line? You just have to think about like keep drawing these vertical lines one after another, and every time I draw it, I'm gonna maybe draw one more here, maybe like here, whatever. I have to ask how many points does it intersect with the graph. Okay, so intersect means like they're the same. Okay, this point and then that's this point, right? And so what I'm looking at is this vertical line. The first one only intersects at one point, the second one only intersects at one point. No matter how many vertical lines I will draw, they only intersect at one point. So that means it is a function. It is a function because each vertical line intersects only at one point. So if it is, there are no like one input, two different outputs. So each vertical line intersects at one point only. Now, by the way, it is possible that for some x's there will be no y's at all. That's okay. All right. So maybe when I'm looking at if this the function like ended right there, I could have drawn a vertical line right here. There would have been no intersection, but that's fine. As long as you don't have more than one. That's what is the problem. Okay, now let's look at the second example. So if I were to draw a line for this guy right here, so if I were to draw a vertical line here, or maybe I would draw a vertical line right here, whatever. Let me see if I have more than one intersection. And indeed I do, because if I draw this first one, it intersects it over here, but also over here. Same thing for this other line, that gives me two intersections. So that's a problem. So what for this input, for that x value, you actually have two different outputs. So that's not a function. So that is not a function. So a vertical line, there's some vertical line that intersects the graph at 2 points. And even if it's just one, and it's already not a function. Okay.